So guys, now, and this is why I should have just went live with this topic. But now, guys, I wanted to really just open up the floor because when my spirit is all over the place, I really don't just like to come and just talk about anything. So I want to allow today's conversation to be driven off what you guys want to talk about. So if you guys have any questions, this is your time to post your questions. If you guys have any concerns, anything that you guys want me to review or anything, this is your time to do it. If not, I'm going to maybe record some content, take off my clothes, yeah, and get comfortable. Because I can't do the AI. I don't do AI in my business. I really can't. Now, if I really wanted to give you guys tips, I could give you guys tips, but I don't want to talk about that. So, do you guys have any questions at all? This is your time to ask me anything. If you have any questions, the floor is yours. And then in the meantime, while you guys are even coming into the live stream or figuring out if you guys have any questions, I'm going to go ahead on and start the discussion with what just came in my spirit. Right now, as you guys can see, if I'm going to go to my Instagram, we're doing a lot better in the Black community in 2024 when it comes to talking about relationships, situationships, sex, and all of those things. We've gotten a little bit light this 2024 year, which is great, right? But I want you guys to we really need to start having other conversations. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to show you guys really quick, maybe a 2-minute YouTube snippet from one of the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to, that I personally recommend you guys go and subscribe to. And we're going to have a discussion. And I'm going to connect the dots between what they're talking about on their YouTube video and why us in the Black community, we need to get our lives in order. Right now, we're literally the poorest in this country. Right now, the list is just long. So what I'm going to do, let me find the video really quick. And then I have to do my fair use clause as well. I should have did do not disturb. Should have did my fair use. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so I'm about to share my screen really quick. Let me put my fair use clause up. Because I do not... Don't tell me they don't have a fair use clause on here. Give me 1 second, guys. One of my banners. Where is it? Okay, there we go. All right, so I got my fair use clause going on. So everything in this video is used for fair use for us to have an educational conversation. If you guys are in the Black community, you need to stick around for this conversation. I know it might be a bit tough, but we need to pull it together. But first off, let me show you guys this Instagram post, and we're going to connect the dots between that Instagram post and the topic that we're going to talk about today. So some of you guys is like, oh, I want you to get back loud again, because y'all like when I be screaming and stuff and acting crazy and stuff. If you want me to get rowdy and stuff like that, guys, you have to understand it has to come natural. I don't just be coming on here trying to like scream on you guys. My spirit have to kind of take me there. Let me see if I can find it. Every time I'm looking for something, y'all should see how many saved posts I have. Y'all should see how many saved posts. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Hold on, y'all. And see, the reason why I'm not prepared is because I was not prepared to talk about this. I didn't even know what my spirit wanted me to talk about today. So I got to be obedient and have this discussion with y'all. Okay, so let me share this post, and we're gonna read this post, and then we're gonna connect the dots with what's happening. And guys, if you're on Instagram and you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV, for you to see my chat, see my screen. So fair use, guys. This guy says median white family wealth is 147,000, and the median black family is 3,600, because in 1940s to 1950s the FHA gave white people home loans but denied black people. Those 10K homes are now worth 500K. In our lifetime, US government robbed every black family 500K. But yes, Nikki Haley, America was never racist. Okay. So if you guys are new to me, you probably don't know that I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I want black people to get reparations, right? But I also don't want us to get stuck waiting for reparations, waiting for a handout, waiting for the government to give us something, where there's this beautiful thing called the internet that we all can use, and education, self-knowledge, to really try to, make a good living, build a legacy, and get to the point where you're comfortable financially, where you're not concerned about reparations. Because I have to be really honest with you guys, the people that are slightly successful or successful and beyond, they're not thinking about reparations or anything like that. It doesn't even cross my mind. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it doesn't even cross my mind, not one bit. When it does cross my mind is when I'm having discussions like this with you guys, no offense. So I'm not trying to say that if hustlers are not waiting for nobody for anything. We're out there getting it. Okay. So let me show you guys this quick video. I think I'm gonna show maybe a few snippets from it. I can't show the whole video, but I'm going to show a few snippets of the video, and then we're gonna put some context behind this. And guys, I had to go with what my spirit told me to teach today. Okay. I have to go with what my spirit say.
Beginning of a very classic late big cycle debt crisis, when the supply-demand gap, when you're producing too much debt.
The United States is in a bigger mess than ever. American patriots are finally coming to face the stark reality that our economy is not in a good position, and that the current party in control is doing nothing to stop our losses. But it's far worse than most Americans realize. The amount of insanity coming to the United States this year and the upcoming months is going to be one of the most challenging things to date, and the United States is not prepared. Listen up, patriots, because this is why the U.S. market is going to crash this year, and what you need to do about it. Currently, the United States is facing an even bigger issue than we've faced in almost every previous year. With the current administration, this might not come as a shocker, but it can still be difficult to believe that right now we're facing an even worse economic collapse than we faced during the Great Depression. Surely, this sounds insane, because the Great Depression was one of the biggest instances of economic collapse that we've seen to date. For Americans, though, we're already seeing the numbers and the proof. The evidence is all there, and many Americans are missing the crucial data. During the Great Depression, the average rent was 18.7% of the average monthly salary, and a new house cost 225% of the average yearly salary. Now, these numbers sound horrible, but many patriots will probably recognize that these numbers are not as horrendous as they sound. Today, the statistics are actually much worse, and the seeming inadequacies of our government's economic decisions have only grown. In 2021, the average rent was 26% of the average monthly income, and a new house was 788% of the average yearly income. Even during the Great Depression, the statistics show that both renting and home ownership were more achievable than in today's economy. But the Great Depression isn't the only depression that doesn't sound as bad when you contrast it with today's economy. The median home price in the United States was $431,000 in the latter part of 2023, making it one of the most expensive years to date. While this already sounds horrific and shows that American patriots are dealing with the prospect of some of the worst economic collapses to date, it only gets worse. In 2007, before the 2008 economic collapse, the housing market was sitting at a very reasonable average price of $217,900, while that price fell to $197,100 in 2008. What's now being called a silent depression, 2023 has already found its way into one of the more concerning positions for American patriots. Prices of groceries have gone up. Prices of gas are through the roof, and almost everything is more expensive. With the failure of our current administration to do anything to keep.
Okay, so let me stop there. So I don't want to get my whole video taken down. So that video have said a lot already within the first maybe 5 minutes. If you guys are just coming in, so what we're listening to, hey Stacy, what we're basic. If you guys are just coming in, I was supposed to be talking about AI and business, but I had to be really honest with you guys. I don't use AI effectively in my business to really come and boast the benefits of it yet. I'm still leery of it. So what my spirit came to what my spirit told me to talk about today was that the Black community, we're focused still on BS, entertainment, celebrity drama, Taylor Swift, Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj drama, what the Grammys didn't, who they didn't give a Grammys to. We are talking about all of those things, but other races, they are preparing for the worst. They're preparing for World War III. They're preparing for invasions. Like, this may sound crazy to some of you guys that may consider me or other people as like conspiracy theorists or something like that. But I wanted you guys to really get a peek into what other people are doing, and we have to as well in our community start shifting. But we have the biggest issue is that, first of all, we in the Black community lack community. And a lot of the things that are required for us to really survive in the next couple of years, we don't have the skill sets or the knowledge. And so let me give you some context. This video said that they think that the market is going to crash this year. I personally don't think it's going to crash this year. I think they're going to try to keep it afloat just so the presidency, the election can continue on. I don't think they're going to allow a crash to happen this year. But I do believe that after the presidency happened, if it's not Trump, and some of you guys are like, oh, she's Black, she supports Trump. I don't care about the person. And if that person is, we need something different than what we have going on. And I can have a whole nother discussion with you guys, or if you want to come up here and debate me or whatever the case may be, you can bring it on. I've done my research. I look at the tax returns. I see the data. I'll be able to back my conversation up, my talking points up. Okay. So I personally believe in the Black community, we don't have time to be talking about baby mama drama, Nicki Minaj, all of them celebrities right now. I really believe that that is a distraction. Now, let me go. I went into my Instagram, into my Explore page, so you guys can see what other races are talking about, other cultures are talking about. Because I'm very frustrated that we are the only ones talking about not being married, being single mothers, single dads, pookies, right? We're still talking about it in 2024. We're still talking about it. When the reality is we actually need to be coming together right now, having solid families, building community, because it's not us against white people, us against Black people. It's us against the elite, us against the government, us against this system. And right now they're destroying us from our food. Look, I just came back from Nigeria. When I came back from Nigeria on the 9th, my face was completely clear, right? Why? As soon as I came back to America and started eating my regular food again, all this processed food, my face started breaking out again. So let me just show you guys, as you guys can see on my screen, look here. What they talking about? The goal is for what? Old farm, acreage, starter food forest. If you go under search homesteading, you will see all of these people. And it's a lot of groups, a lot of ladies, traditional wives, traditional men that I follow on my Instagram. Let me clear my search. Give me a second. But we talking about who they didn't feed. I mean, who they didn't give a Grammy to. This is what we talking about. And other races, if you type in homestead, 4.1 million, 2.4 million, 600 and something thousand posts talk about homesteading. And homesteading is the concept of creating your own ecosystem, having your own production of food, farming, and all of those things. And I have to be really honest with you guys. When my spirit talks to me, and that's my God, if any of you new to me, I'm a full believer. And, you know, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I read my Bible, so I'm ready for you too. My spirit keeps telling me to put a bigger fence outside my house, to start learning how to cook, grow my own food. Like this has been persistent literally for the past 7 months. Me and my kids do gun training, self-defense training. This is what's happening in my brain. And this is not my brain, this is my heart. This is God telling me to do those things. So what I did was I got a quote from a fencing company. I ended up getting, sorry for repeating myself, guys. Just I'm trying to kind of do the production of the show too. And I'm clicking to get my face back down. So I went and got a quote on getting a big 6-foot white inch fence around my house because we got the little metal fence right now. They gave me the quote on that. I started looking at generators. Also, where would I start growing food at? I've already been talking to the kids about this for like the past year or so. I'm already, licensed holder, right? So I'm planning on having the kids do self-defense training. And why am I having this conversation with you guys right now? Because I'm not going to say all people in the Black community, but it's just a lot of mess that's being discussed right now. And it's nothing about, we're not making any moves. All we got is the scamming people on one side, all the Pookies and Ray Rays, and then you have the people like me. Am I conservative? I don't even really think I'm conservative. I just want safety and want a good living and want good healthy food for my kids. So you guys may consider me a conservative, but I'm not really conservative because of my background and my upbringing. So basically what I'm saying is that we're not in the position in the Black community to be fighting each other. This is the time now where we need to be coming together. If we're not putting our financial resources together, and I'm not saying in a whole millions of us do it, at least within a few people that you know of, y'all start building a nest egg, start building up supplies, because I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I don't know what to expect in the next 2 years. So I Love Purple says, some conversations my dad and I've been having. It's real. Guys, when I tell you it's real, it's literally real. With the migrants coming over, and remember, a lot of people that are not Americans, they hate Americans. Actually, they really hate Black Americans. So they're coming over here. You see that New York, are you guys not paying attention to the headlines? New York is giving them funding. They're getting apartments. They're about to get jobs. And so we need to be concerned, but we're not having those discussions. I haven't seen not one post on the Shade Room about it, not one post on Hollywood Unlocked, not one post on the On Site, not one post from anybody outside of Reza that was, or I don't even think, I haven't seen anybody talk about this at all. Michi, I think she said something about it, but I don't really think as a whole in our community we're really talking about what's happening. If you guys go to this, and I'm gonna that's one video. If you guys go to this YouTube page, you guys will see, and this is not the only YouTube page. I look at everything. I look at all the headlines that's happening. I look at all of the news. I look at all of the conservative posts. Let me see if I can find some people on my Instagram. Because what I realized too, guys, what you search, what you see on your feed on your phone is not the same than what you see on your desktop. And when I do my live streams, I do it from my desktop. All right, so let me share you David Harris. And I don't know this person personally, guys. But one thing I can say is that when he posting something, I go look at the what do y'all see?
Why aren't they in jail right now? They brutally attacked a New York City.
So them migrants ended up attacking the police. So the New York Police Department protests after the illegals attacked that police officer. Okay, so if they're attacking a police officer, then they laughed about it on camera, fled to California. Guys, this is just the beginning. It's about what, 11 million people over here. Honestly, guys, and I don't mean to like put fear in you guys or nothing like that, because I don't operate like that. I just tell you guys what I feel, how I feel, and then when it happens, it happens. And I come and I tell you guys, told you so. Okay. I don't want to tell you guys, told you so, when me and my children in here and we stocked up on food, got solar panels, a generator, and everything for 25 years, and y'all out there trying to rob us because you didn't prepare. Guys, this is not the time for us to be focused on what the Grammys doing. Them people are rich. A lot of them are building bunkers underneath their homes. Guys, this is not the time for us to be concerned about the Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef and giving them and helping them run up their numbers. This is time for us to be really evaluating our financial position, our financial state, what we need just in case things do pop off, what we need to have in place just in case these migrants pop off, what we need to have financially to survive if things collapse for 4 months, 3 to 4 months, 6 months. You guys don't realize it's literally so much going on, but no Black platforms are talking about the reality of what's happening. And when I talk about these discussions, or when other Black people talk about them, y'all call us conservatives, or y'all call us crazy, or y'all call us, I don't know what y'all call them. So somebody said they rich and already prepared and have resources to make moves when things get, yes, they do. And guys, one thing I can say, I'm gonna have to be really honest with you guys. I trust my God so much. When he puts something on my spirit like this, something is gonna happen. My God never fails me. Everything that you guys have heard me predict, God told me. Everything that's happening with the IRS happened with COVID. Before COVID happened, God was telling me to make sure y'all prepare for unforeseen circumstances. And if you notice, when COVID came, every article said, we have been hit with unforeseen circumstances. We have been hit with And so every time, God always prepared me for everything in store. Everything. Okay. Now, some of you guys may not have that connection with him like the way I do. So he used people like me to come and talk to you guys. So now I'm asking you guys if we can stop paying attention to the nonsense that's happening and really pay attention to really what's happening. Now, I don't want to go into why they're bringing migrants over here for the election and all of those things. But one thing I want to let you guys know is that if you have a entry level job, such as cashiers, bartenders, well, bartenders, you got to get certified. Anything that doesn't require some type of certification or something that's duplicatable, you will end up 8 out of 10 times, 80% from today, you guys will lose your job. If you have an entry-level job that is easily duplicatable, you will lose your job. And you're going to lose it between one of two, either AI or the migrants. AI or the migrants will replace all entry-level duplicatable positions or roles that require a lot of computer work that can be pre-programmed to do. So this is the time now for you guys to get skill sets that you can function with your hands. And I've been asking you guys for the past 4 years to start getting your degrees and your certificates in engineering, your degrees in HVAC, your certifications in HVAC, to go do apprenticeships. I've been asking you guys for 4 and 5 years to do that. Now we're here where y'all jobs are now going to be replaced over the next 6 months to the next 2 years. Your jobs will be replaced if it's entry level. So number one issue, if the migrants come, which they're already here, but if the administration succeed with giving them funding and allowing them to work, because they're trying to give them working permits and things like that, then a lot of your jobs will be gone. Number one. So if you have an entry-level job, you need to start acquiring additional skill sets. Issue number one. Issue number two. Things will get financially tighter. If you notice, in all democratic states, which is more so big cities, the crime rates is enormous. They're not really publicizing the actual crime rates. Even me here in the DMV, I'm already trying to figure out how to get my concealed license in multiple states so I can literally drive around with my strapped up. Because every day I'm hearing about robberies, shootings, this, and you're not going to catch me and my kids out and I can't defend myself. You're not going to catch me slipping. So because of what I'm seeing, the increase in the crime, I need to prepare myself. But that's not the reason why I'm concerned. What I'm concerned about is that when things get financially tighter, come on, Bran, come on now. Why are you even, guys? You know, these kids with this, how do I even do not disturb? Okay. Let me do not disturb. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. So right now, my concern isn't just the robberies and stuff that's happening. My concern is that when people really start losing their jobs, you're only going to be left to commit crimes to survive. So yes, you will start robbing everyday people. Yes, they will start stealing more cars. And that will be their means to survive. And this is, I'm not talking about 2 years this happening. We're that close. If you guys are not looking at the numbers, almost like 15, almost 2 to 3 million people are backed up on their card payment, on their car payments. There's millions of people that are defaulting on their mortgage right now. And if you are one of those individuals, we need to do a budget so we can see where the money is going. And then you can figure out if it's just the fact that you don't make enough. If you don't make enough, then you may have to start getting a side hustle right now. But you guys don't want to talk about that. This is what we're talking about. Okay, let me show you guys so you guys can see. I just found one. I just found the post. This is one of the posters that I was looking for. The Associated Press says Biden to prioritize legal status for millions of immigrants. And this is planned.
Black History Month.
Great scenes here. Then they're destroying our food. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I bought some cucumbers the other day, and I've never had a cucumber that was like it was horrible. And I normally try to buy organic food, but they didn't have none. So I got a regular non-organic cucumber, and it wasn't right. So that means they're poisoning us in the food. And I see it in my face. As soon as I came back from Nigeria, my face started breaking out as soon as I started eating. So guys, right now, I know we need entertainment, right? Life is hard enough, because that's what the excuse you want to say. Oh, life hard enough, Folasade. I need some type of enjoyment. I need something. But did we do the hard work yet, for real? Have we done the hard work? Have we done the hard work? Or we just playing too much? We funning too much? Because all I see is too much fun. I'm not seeing nobody preparing for anything. I'm not seeing nobody say, oh yeah, I just got me a generator. Oh yeah, I'm stocking up on food. Oh yeah, I'm learning how to grow my own food. We talking about right now, what's her name? Sexy Red. She just got out of the hospital and she's twerking already. That's what y'all talking about. That thing, that post on the Shade Room and on those platforms got millions of views and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of comments. But when we're talking about preparing and trying to put laws in place to protect people, there's nobody talking. There's no community. And you wonder why, and I don't agree with this, and I had to ask the people what the hell they meant by this, but now we wonder why most non-Black people consider Black people woke. So they took what we say. I even forgot how we used to say it in our community. Damn, they didn't took that word and now they forgot how we used to call it. When we like, oh nah, I'm woke, I'm not. They took the whole context out of it. But now they considering you guys, because I'm not woke. I'm preparing. I'm not, because I already see it happening. A lot of people about to lose their homes. Jobs are about to be lost. Millions of businesses have closed down over the past 2 years. If you notice, you don't see any brick and mortars, any small brick and mortars anymore. You don't even see really any brick and mortars outside of restaurants anymore. Restaurants, cleaners, and banks, and like convenience stores. You don't see any real small, you don't see really any brick and mortars or in doctor's office because they need those type of facilities. Have you guys seen the latest in the news that commercial buildings up in 2024 are now going to be converted to apartments? Have y'all seen that? So why am I talking and having this discussion? I really think it's time, guys. We have bullshitted a long time. We in Black History Month. Like, I really need to probably go through some of this Black history with you guys. Because honestly, and this is where it gets so tricky and so complicated for me, because a lot of you guys just learned that I'm half Nigerian and half Black American. And it, I don't even have to say much about that. So I have like a no BS type of mentality, hustle mentality, but I also understand Black Americans. But I want to let you guys know something. As half Black American, you guys were absolutely the most dominant, prominent, and most successful Black people on this planet. I'm really looking at what happened from 1954 going forward. I know it was the desegregation that occurred, and then they said we had the drug pandemic and everything that happened. But we really need to start rewriting our stories now, because enough is enough. It's other people coming over here with nothing and it's working basic minimum McDonald's jobs and saving their way and building businesses with no handouts at all. It is people that are in other countries that will come here and look at our opportunities and take them and eat up every opportunity that you guys refuse to take on. And then there's also a lot of Black Americans that are doing well that get called conservatives or whatever the case may be. We need to bridge the gap now. The successful Black Americans, the non-successful, we all need to come together regardless and figure out some type of master plan. But we all need to hold ourselves accountable first, because there's too much happening right now for us to be so blind the way that we are. A lot of you guys get mad when people say they voted for Trump, and because you're not seeing, why is she doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Some people are mad. And I hate when people call me, guys. If you guys know, I'm kind of like ADHD a little bit too. Like, my brain be going a million miles per hour. And then when somebody like distract me, it throws me off completely. I just don't believe that we're in a position, guys, to be playing the games right now. We shouldn't be. Let me show you guys something really quick. Oh, I knew it now. I figured out what I was saying. A lot of you guys get upset when people say that they voting for Trump, right? You guys say, oh, that coon don't like you. That person don't like you. White people don't like you. This, right? Presidency is just like business. It's not about liking somebody. Y'all got to get everything out of y'all in y'all feelings too much. Business, politics does not involve your feelings. Politics is geared around the policies that that person will implement, the change that they will make. And globally, we're weak. If you guys are not paying attention, we're weak. The only thing that's saving us is that they think that our military is still strong. But our face man, Biden, we're weak. Then our military is stretched because we're literally everywhere right now. So they may have to even do, what is it? I can't even think of the daggone word. Where they require everybody to what is it? The UK just said it, that they will have to, I can't even think of it, guys. And the word is on the tip. You know how the word be on the tip of your tongue? Yes, thank you. Yes, I couldn't even think of it. A national draft. I think they're going to end up doing a national draft if things happen. And I don't even think, honestly, if things happen, I think it's going to be just as when, because they've already put funding in this new recent bill. It's already funding for our military in this recent bill. And I should have had it here. In this recent bill that they just passed, it's military funding in there. Where did I go to get that bill? Was it the Treasury? Give me a second, guys. In this recent bill, it included funding for war. And we're sitting here talking about Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, and still showing off for Instagram. Still not doing what we need to be doing. So my challenge to you guys, let's start changing some of the conversations that we're actually having with our families. Because if I bring my kids down here, y'all gonna be totally surprised. They're gonna tell you, mommy planning on going to war. Like, I'm thinking about getting 2 more straps, getting 2 more. Because you're not gonna catch me slipping. I need one here, one over there, just in case I need a backup. And my kids gonna know how to shoot out, literally. Because I think it's gonna get so dangerous. And if it's not gonna happen in 1 year, 2 years, guaranteed in about 3 to 4 years, if Trump don't come into office, if Biden is allowed to continue on this agenda, we're in trouble. And for all of you that's Democrats, you probably hate for me to hear this. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican either. So don't try to label me. I'm none of them. I'm a policy voter. So I don't vote on the actual president. I vote on the laws. And if I have a choice, between Biden and Trump, I will vote Trump. I'm not worried about racism and all of that stuff. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about them being more confident, because that's what black people say. Oh, you didn't see how white people were more confident and acted funny when Trump was in office? No. No. Everybody that's a hustler, family oriented, God fearing, we was moving. Like, nothing changed. Like, life was actually better, right? But the people that want, handouts and easy routes, shortcuts, and don't know how laws are passed, don't know. There's 2 different houses in the Congress, 2 different divisions in Congress. I'm not trying to be funny, guys, but the people that don't really know something, they're coming up with a lot of nuisance and causing a lot of distractions online. And I'm more afraid for the Black community than which I ever been in my whole life. I'm very afraid for you guys. And see, this is where it gets challenging, because I'm half-breed, right? So it's like, I'm afraid for you guys, because you guys don't have nowhere to just run to. You guys wasn't really taught, especially the city. The down south Blacks, they might be fine because they're shooters and they know how to grow food. They're more traditional. The upstate, the city Blacks, I'm worried about you guys, because I don't think you guys will know how to survive. And I don't think you guys know how to use your hands to survive. I'm talking about build stuff, make stuff, innovate things from nothing. But the down south blacks, they grew up on farms and kind of hillbillies a little bit. Sorry, no offense or whatever, but little country. Let me say that, little country. So they know how to still plant food and, you know, build things. But the city blacks are going to have an issue. And so take this, guys, as your sign. Because when I said it in 2020, when those loans and things were issued, I predicted everything that's happening financially. Even the first, not the first, when Obama was in presidency, when he was in office, and the housing market crash, I predicted that too. You can ask my clients. I told my clients within 2 years, 3 years, I told them exactly 2 years, and it crashed within 2 years. We have to prepare, guys. You already see that they're trying to do that 15-minute cities. They're building those. I think, honestly, and they have it mapped out. It's all the Democratic states. It's all of the states that are having these high crime rates that are part of that 15-minute city plan. They're cutting back food stamps and SNAP programs. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some of you guys don't know, I used to be on food stamps. I used to be on welfare. I used to be on Section 8. My mother passed away when I was 23 years old. I was still in my university. I was still doing my undergrad, my bachelor's. So I was an orphan at 22. I didn't have nowhere else to go. As soon as I got my Section 8 apartment, my mom passed away 4 days later. And why am I telling you guys this for all of the new people that's coming? Is that I want you guys to fully understand that you don't have to get stuck in Section 8. You don't have to get stuck on welfare. You don't have to get stuck on TANF. You don't have to get stuck on none of that. So when my mom passed, I was an orphan. And so I didn't have nobody to take care of me or whatever. I've always been on my own. I've always been on my own since I was 16, literally. I've always been on my own. So my mom passed away. I was on Section 8 on 3rd Street Southeast, actually, in the hood. I was getting benefits, and I was doing my university. I was getting my bachelor's degree. But I knew that that was temporary. I knew that when I was done with my studies, that I had to get off the system, okay? A lot of you guys have been on the system for 15 and 20 and 30-something years, living in Section 8 apartments that really could be used for a kid like me that will finish college, that will start a business, that will turn out to be successful, but needs somewhere to live for cheap, needs somewhere to put a roof over their head for free, and they will make a difference. So I just challenge all of us to really look at ourselves and see what we can just do differently and do better. Because things are about to get worse. And what's so scary to me is that I don't even see like a clear. All right, let me be very honest. I did see some type of clarity in the issues that the country facing and everything, right? But it's like 5 years after everything crashed. So about 5 years after the chaos, that's what my spirit is saying, then it will be peaceful again. Because that's been after all y'all done murdered each other, everything then, reset or whatever. And so I think 5 years, we're going to go through complete 5 years of chaos. And my fear is Black Americans are not going to survive. And so here I go, about to get teary-eyed again. I hate this. I really don't think y'all going to survive. Financially, physically, and emotionally. I don't think you guys are going to survive. And so now I'm asking you guys, because I know this, I really need you guys to stay focused. Go and, build your career. Start pushing yourself. Start hustling. Start saving. Start learning different things, like how to make food. Like even like as my kids, I've been learning how to make everything from scratch now. That's what I've been training myself, how to make everything from scratch. I've been reading on how to build my farm and my yard. Like I've priced multiple fences so I can get my big 8 fence foot. I already have my one strap. I'm getting 2 more straps. I'm already researching somebody to come to the house and create a survival plan for me and the kids. But you guys might look at this and say, oh, she a conspiracy theorist. Oh, she afraid. Oh, nothing gonna happen. I promise you, I wouldn't come on here and tell you guys this if us really smart people that can connect the dots didn't already see it coming. God been telling me this for about a year now, to get my fence. To get, like, first he started with my gun. He first told me get strapped. So I got strapped. Then he said fence. So he's been slowly telling me like every month to do something. And I'm being disobedient, but I got my list. Because he talking about big money. When I got the quote for this fence, I'm like, for a fence, But I got it. I'm gonna be obedient, so I'm gonna get my fence in a couple of months or whatever. But he's telling me, then told me get a generator. Then now I've been looking at that food like last 25 years, but my kids have allergies and stuff, so now I have to be special with it, and I'm looking at the packaging to store my food that I'm gonna create for 25 years. And so y'all can say I'm Folasade tripping, she crazy. You can say whatever you feel, but just know this: I'm not me and my family. We're not slipping over here. We're not slipping over here. So, you guys, do you guys have any questions at all? And do you know a lot of white people are already prepared? Do you know they're already prepared? And I think that's what scares me the most. Other races, not like foreign races, like immigrants, or but white people, they're prepared, and they're prepared to go to war. That's why I wish y'all can see my phone. I need to figure out how to put at least one of these phones up here so you guys can see what these people talking about. They prepared. They already learned how to make food and make their own food. They already started homesteading 2-3 years ago. They already started building, getting chicken coops and all of that stuff. Hell yeah, those bunkers aren't a rumor. No, it's not. It's not a rumor. It's not. It's not, y'all. We're the only ones that are not paying attention. And see, here's where the challenge comes. A lot of foreigners, they know how to raise their own food, y'all. A lot of foreigners can go back to their countries. But Black Americans and white people are the ones that this is really y'all. This is really our America. See, this is where it gets challenged. This is really our America. Where would you guys go? Where would we go? So Faithfully Yours says, if you look at some of these shows, they tell you what is in the plain and what is in plain sight, and people think it's entertainment, but it's the truth. Exactly like The Simpsons. I wish, see, guys, I was not prepared for this show for tonight. I wish I was well prepared. So I could have showed you guys, because they are exactly right. These TV, especially, was it the Boondocks and the Simpsons? For sure, the Simpsons, but I think the Boondocks has a lot of it going on too. And so, guys, you think it's not a joke anymore. Like, it's time for us to really step up. Like, it's time for us to really step up. And it pains me because I don't know what happened. Like, I ask my kids, not ask my kids, I be telling my kids all the time. And see, the challenge I have with my children have 3 different tribes or whatever issues, whatever. Like, they're mutts. So my husband is Igbo, I'm Black American, and my dad's Yoruba. So my kids have 3 different types in them. So why am I telling you guys this? 3 different mindsets. Their African side, they can go back to Nigeria, they'll be fine. But then they're gonna be like, I'm American, mommy. I was born in America, so yeah, I'm trying to be here. And so now they're gonna have the American mindset. So where's the balance? So I gotta teach them from every part of their culture, how to farm, how to do everything. We gotta teach them everything. She said, look at American Horror Story. They have a season dedicated to the bunkers and how they have schools and the tickets the rich have in order to enter in the bunkers and how they pay people to live there. Wow. Wow. And see, I never saw that, but I'm the type of person I'm going to actually go and look at it. And so, who do you think will be out? Like, guys, I've even bought freemiums from all the white girls on how to make medicinal medicine from plants. Like, I've been really studying surviving off the land. Like, literally, guys, on my downtime, I'm reading to learn. Like, I'm trying to learn every food, every condiment. So now my ranch dressing I can make from scratch. My strawberry jelly I can make from scratch. Everything I'm learning to make from scratch because I'm preparing for the transition. Okay, see, I'm gonna check it out. So, guys, you can say, Folasade, here you go with that conspiracy theorist-ish. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, guys. I'm just the type of person, I digest millions and millions of pieces of content. I know what's ambiguous. I know how to decipher propaganda. I'm intelligent. Y'all may not think that. I know my stuff. I'm really smart. And I know policy. I know law. I know what people's personal agendas are. I read everything. I read my Bible. I'm reading my Bible. I read what the elites post in these forums and these events and things like that. I'm sneaky. I read everything, y'all. And when I tell you I read everything, and I pay attention. Let me even show you guys. It's this white group. It's a women's group. And let me show you. I can find them. I could just type in warrior and find them. Oh, there we go. Yep. Let me show you. These women put together a tribe of patriots. So what they consider as patriots are people that believe in the American dream. Now, Black people think when they say patriots, they think like they racist. No, y'all. They're not necessarily saying that they are racist. They say that they believe in American values, right? And so let me show you guys this Instagram. It's called Warrior Women International. And so I messaged the lady that owned the organization and I asked, I said, can Black people join? I asked her, can Black people join or whatever? And she was like, oh yeah, anybody can join or whatever. And so it was cool, but I wanted to show you guys that they are preparing. This is what these women.
I'm gonna be alright on mine. Everything that you know I don't. I'm not gonna keep me down. I'm on to the next one. I'm gonna make a broken heart, man. Put it back together again. You're not gonna keep me down. I'm on to the next one. I'm gonna be alright.
So look, they doing self-defense training. They have retreats for girls to teach the girls how to strap to shoot, pow, pow, gang, gang, pow, pow. Like they have survival classes, self-defense classes. Like you be shooting AKs, all sorts of. These people are really coming. Okay.
Please.
I want y'all to see the tactical training. Hold on. Horseback ride. Like everything to survive, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let me see if that's one of them. I'm living my hold on, y'all. Sorry. My team gonna have to cut this out when I'm dragging through like this. Okay, y'all can see here. Look, this girl, look what she got in her hand. Come on now. They are preparing.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please.
Okay, here we go. I think I found it.
Yo, you want to see something cool?
Yeah.
No? Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Step into the scene. No, nobody can do it like me. Zoop house plate with the kick cuisine. I was the black top king. 360s in my green machine. I was a kid and I was breaking down doors. Listening to time, now we on a world tour. We gave them hell and now we gonna give them more. JVB, Mighty Morphin like Megazord. Yo, power like Ranger, range like Rover, strong bulldozer. Autobots roll out, hit the scene. Fresh wax on the paint, it's clean. Who the gang? Light up the tires. The JC's popping and spitting out fire. Never retire, stare and admire. But you don't expire.
Oh my God, that is fire.
Okay, so you guys can see on my screen, I told you guys, these people are preparing, and Black people are talking about Megan Thee Stallion and all of these, and Nicki Minaj. Oh my goodness, all my daggone phone. Nicki Minaj and everybody else. And it's the white people are actually going out there creating tribes to learn how to survive, create self-defense courses, teaching women how to shoot, kids how to shoot, how to cook, how to survive in hard times, in the off-grid, all sorts of things. And we're talking about what? Celebrities? We're talking about celebrities? And that's not the only group. And then you have, I'm going to show you, then you got the men that's trying to train other men to be masculine. So while everybody was mad at Kevin Samuels or whatever the case may be, you got these white boys training each other so they can be men again. And I like his content too. Oh, he rolling with the followers too. Soon this boy is going to have this man is going to have a lot of followers. So what? The white boys even trying to now say, forget about that red pill nonsense. Y'all need Christ and be traditional masculinity is the best. Love your wives, love your children, and Black men over here talking about F my baby mama. I don't need to be with no woman. I need to be single or whatever. These white boys literally trying to get people to go to God. And when I tell you guys, it's a lot of them. This is why I'm saying something about it. It's not just one of them. And the reason why I cannot follow all of them, because I'm not following all of them, is because it messes up my algorithms. Because this is not my personal Instagram. This is like the business Instagram, right? But I follow quite a bit of them. And they're luring their men to Christ, Jesus, to be good husbands, good fathers, good leaders in the community. And we on the shade room talking about baby mama drama. Pookie and Ray Ray stuff. He's sitting there trying to build men's masculinity and trying to build men up. And our community, what we doing? So look at this post. God-fearing, masculine, and mature men impose their will on the world and aim to create a better future for their children and people around them. Self-worshiping, effeminate, and immature men submit to societal decay and scream, enjoy the decline, while contributing to the decline. Woman, bad. World, unfair. The West has fallen. Enjoy the decline. My PP had a tingling feeling. These sums up the real pill world view. This is his post, one of his recent posts. What is high value about a man that can't control the urges coming from his PP? Only low value men are slaves to their carnal impulses. For the Wisdom 14, chapter 14, verse 12. For the beginning of fornication is the devising of idols, and the invention of them is the corruption of life. So they're sitting there trying to break the red pill, and here we go adding on. We are the red pill. And they sit there and breaking it. This just one. Here's another guy called Masculine Revival that I don't follow Masculine Revival though, because like I told you guys, I can't follow all of them because of my algorithms. Okay, there's another one that I follow, Jake. That's why I was telling you guys, this is not just one, it's a lot of them. Jake Wood, yep, got Jake Wood. Am I following him? I think I'm following. Yep, I'm following this one. This one leading men back to masculinity and God as well. But our men over here being destructive to women, not, holding other men accountable, and same foul women. We you should see how many homemakers, women, and how many traditional women pages they have. And it's more so them just being positive, trying to lure their people back to positive living. But we are worshiping the shade room and on site and all of those ratchet platforms. So I challenge you guys this year. Let's change the narrative a little bit. Let's change the narrative, and don't try to tell me, because this is what somebody else told me. Folasade, the Bible is the white man's God. Ain't nothing in the Bible white. If y'all will read the Bible, it's all from Africa. You guys sound so crazy. They talk about red stew. That's an African delicacy, an African dish. They talk about red stew, okay? And I should have wrote it all down. But they talk about everything that they eat in Africa. It is not no white man's religion. What else they tell me? Oh, men are not created to be monogamous. Which are you reading the Old Testament or are you reading the New Testament? Oh, what they say? King Solomon had 2,000 wives, something like that. Y'all kid me with everything. I have no. You won't change my perception on this. So let me just close out, guys, because I'm rambling a lot. It is time for the Black community to pull your stuff together, guys. It really is. because you guys are going to be the only ones left behind. You need to understand that. And as the accountability accountant, guys, I can't hold you guys no more accountable to what I can do here. If I'm telling you what I'm doing for my family, what God put in my heart, that's where it lead, that's where it lead, that's where it stands at. That's what I can do for you. I can't make you save. I can't make you start looking at different type of content online. I can't make you start investing. I can't make you do a budget. I can't make you look and see if you need to get strapped up. I can't make you start learning how to cook from scratch. I can't make you learn how to start surviving off the grid. I can't. I can't. All I can do is tell you guys what came to my heart, what I'm working on, what I believe is about to happen. You guys can take that and dissect it or interpret it however way you see fit for yourself. But the reality is that you guys in the Black community, myself included, but I'm not going to be stuck. That's why I keep having to exclude myself out of there, because you're not going to catch me in mind slipping. I've always been a survivor. Literally, guys, I've always been a survivor. I think that's why I've been able to get to where I am with everything that I've experienced in my whole life. Like, if you guys really knew my story, I don't even know how I am alive today, honestly. Thank you. More Black people need to be speaking up from the Black community for the Black community. Yes, they do. Yes, we do. It's depressing because we are stuck in entertainment, and it's so much real things happening in this world that if we were to pay attention, we will be the ones that actually can make the change. And see, this is where it gets scary for me, is that if you guys do not turn up and get your lives in order, they're going to use you guys, because I'm always going to be fine. They're going to use you guys as a way to destroy the world. Like, you guys will be just used as like you guys are being used now to extend this agenda of, the wildness, feelings, operate off your emotions, no marriages, traditions suck. Our tradition was slavery, or whatever somebody said. Who want to go back to the 1950s when all we had was the women couldn't work or the women couldn't do this, and forgetting about the wholesomeness behind it all? Exactly. Faithfully Yours says, get your health in order, because when it's go time, no slowdowns. None. Like, you need to be in shape, because if it's time to run, me and mines, we fit. Me and mines, we fit over here. I'm sorry. No offense to nobody. I'm not throwing shade, but we fit over here, okay? We do sports over here. We active over here. My son, you'll catch up in the gym. I'm like, what you doing, Bryce? He's like, working out. He gonna work out on his own and everything. It's time for us to stop playing, y'all. We've been playing since 1971. And I'm actually one day going to take the time to really figure out what happened to our community. Because I remember when I was growing up, I was born 85, so I'll be 39 this year. For a lot of you that don't know, I'll be 39 this year. That's why I feel like an auntie a little bit, but I don't feel real old. Like, it's weird. It's like I feel like an auntie, then I don't feel old, but it's weird. I can see the downfall that happened when I was growing up, and the things that we were taught and exposed to. And only a few could survive that. So I understand that Black Americans been through a lot, but you guys are we're like the strongest ever. Okay? Black people in general, regardless if it's Black American, Black African, whatever, just the strongest ever, guys. Y'all are just so powerful. Black people are just so powerful. You guys are so powerful, and I don't think you guys fully understand it, because either your mom or your dad never told you how amazing you are, how powerful you are, how you can make change on this world. Guys, God put each and every one of you guys here for a reason. You guys have a certain skill, a certain trait, a certain quality in yourself that you're supposed to bring forth and help other people with. But a lot of you guys have not had the home training and the love and the direction that people like myself have had, and been able to be confidently and comfortable making strides, and being alone when it was required and dominating when it's necessary. But I just want to tell you guys, for all of my Black Americans and for every Black person, regardless if you're not Black American, you guys are very powerful. You are very powerful beyond your measure. Anything you put your mind to, you're capable and able to achieve it. But it all starts here. The moment you conquer your mind is the moment you've conquered everything else. Because your mind tells your body to move. Your mind tells your body how to feel. So once you control your mind, then you guys can end up controlling your destiny. And you're going to realize that you do everything with grace, and you do everything with pride, and you do everything with enjoyment, and you get positive outcomes from it. But you guys first have to change your mindset and think that you guys are capable. I know everybody that told you guys Black people suck, y'all dumb, y'all ratchet, y'all this, y'all that. That's why God made me. It's so funny because I'm all of that, but I'm really probably smarter than 90% of the world. And they can't say it's my Nigerian side because my mom was smart and a hard work, and my sister was smart and read a lot and everything. So I literally debunk every type of stereotype that they say or every type of excuse you give yourself. So if you guys were on Section 8 before you watched this video today, and now you knew that I was on Section 8, that now should let you know, well, dang, Folasade got off Section 8. I can get off Section 8 too. Folasade was on welfare. I can get off welfare too. Folasade lived on a project just like me. Folasade was a hood rat just like me. Folasade was an orphan just like me. And now I really feel like an orphan now because my mom and my sister's gone. But it's okay because you guys can still do the daggone thing, guys. So let me read this. It says, Gen Z is the most powerful, have all the resources at their fingertips and fearless, but that's their problem. They're emotionally incompetent. You're saying it. They're emotionally incompetent, and that is the setup for the downfall. Exactly. Oh, you smart, girl. You smart. You smart. You see it. They got all of the resources. They have everything. I'm a millennial. I think we set up that Gen Z generation swiftly, but their mindset, they was never taught to endure and persevere and conquer anything. And so now, if you know a Gen Zer, I encourage you to uplift them, build their confidence, build their capabilities. Remember, to get a government contract, you have to have your capability statement. Build their capability statement. Let them know that they're capable of anything that they put their mind to. And you too, if you're watching me, you're capable of anything. Anything, guys. And it's coming from somebody that didn't have nothing. Look, guys, let me tell you, since I was 16, I've been my mother guardian. I was my mother guardian at 16 years old. I had to provide and take care of my mom. She almost died on me when I was 16 years old. Had to take care of her, wipe her butt, cook her food, wash her clothes, and I did it with pride. And I still got through school, and I still graduated with my bachelor's degree. When my mother died, I still finished my master's degree. When I finished, I was finishing my bachelor's degree when my mom died. I was pregnant when I finished my master's degree. I had Bryn, and I had to finish my master's in that same semester. So why am I telling you guys all of this? Is that if y'all even knew part of my story, that's not even part of my story. You will realize that you guys can do any and everything you put your mind to. It's just that you probably was never pushed or loved properly to be able to do it. So I just want to leave you guys with this because I have to put my babies down. Okay? I have to put my babies down. Is that I love you guys. If nobody told you guys they love you, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, love each and every one of you guys. And I just wish that you guys had a mom and a sister and a dad like I have that built my confidence the way that I have and gave me the love that I need to conquer this world. But I want to let you know, guys, that I'm here for you guys. I'm your big auntie. I'm your big sister. And so if you're ever down, if you don't feel like you can keep pushing it, if you feel like times are tough, pray to your God. And then after that, message me for encouragement. And I'll message you back, DM me on something on Instagram. I'll message you back. But there's light on the other side. You guys have been duped. And this is where the little side, I feel like crying, guys, but I've been holding it in. You guys have been so duped and played on, taken advantage of, manipulated, just because you guys are so great. And I don't know what else more do somebody have to tell you guys for you to know that you're capable to do anything. You're capable to do anything. And God will open up so many doors for you guys if you start to really believe that you're capable. We're in Black Friday. I said we're in Black Friday. We're in Black History Month, guys. Y'all can't make me cry in Black History Month. But you guys are capable to do anything and put your mind to it, okay? Anything. If you want to be a doctor, you can do it. I just can't handle the blood, girl. But if you can do it, you can handle blood. It's for you. Like, literally whatever you guys want, especially if it's purposeful and happy and meaningful and will change the world, and you put it in your heart. God will, if it's what God got for you, He will direct your steps. He will guide you guys. He have never left you guys. As many times I thought He left me, no, He never left me. Like when my sister passed away recently, I thought He left me. He never left me. He even used her death to bless me. And so I'm going to leave you guys with this. Everything you want in life is here, especially if it's good, guys. And you being Black, you got everything. It's what you guys don't understand is that I feel like God know you're so strong. He don't want you guys to do the cheating and the stealing and the theft and scamming. And He don't want us to do that stuff. He don't want us to do that stuff no more, y'all. It's time for us to use the God-given skills, genes, and all of those things that He gave us to catapult to the next level. No more shortcuts. No more children out of wedlock. No more accepting the bare minimum. No more being comfortable just being basic. No more copycatting and trying to be like the rap stars. All of us are individually made uniquely so God can fulfill a divine purpose on your life through you for other people. And Black people, you guys have been stole the drive to push. I don't know what happened to us, but I just want to just tell you guys, you have it in you. Just do me one favor tonight. Just pray. Just pray. If you don't do nothing else that I said to do today, the first step before you can even do anything that I said today, though, is prayer, y'all. Because without God, I wouldn't even be here. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't even be here. Okay? Like when I ended up almost being like stabbed up, it was God that orchestrated my steps to get out of that bad situation. So I wouldn't even be here to even talk to you guys if it wasn't for God strategically getting me out of things, okay, and saving my life throughout my journey. So I challenge you guys to just pray to God tonight. He may not answer you right away, but he hears you. But don't give up. Just pray. So faithfully say, this is the year for a restart. Nothing God can't forgive. He will hide you in things that normally meant to destroy you, but give you mercy if you choose to do right always. And I tell my children that. Like my daughter used to lie so much, y'all. And I had to pop her. And don't be trying to call no CPS on me. I had to pop her every time she lied because I had to break it because it was a demon she was fighting, right? But then I said, I'm not going to pop you no more, but I'm going to let you learn from your mistakes. So every time you lie, I'm taking something from you. Every time you lie, we're not doing something. Every time you, and then I started praying on her too. And then now she tells the truth. She 99% of the time, I'm happy, right? And she admitted, she's like, Mom, now that I tell the truth, I don't really get that in trouble that much. Y'all just be like, oh, okay, or whatever. And so that just rings true, guys. Everything that happens to us badly, he turns it into a blessing. But non-believers, atheists, whatever y'all call it, y'all not going to see it. Y'all think people that's spiritual are weak. We not weak. We actually real strong that we can just handle anything and just be so graceful with it. So I challenge you guys today. We in Black History Month. This is what God put on my heart, that it's time for us to stop this useless banter, useless conversations that we're having online. We need marriages. We need families. We need community. We need love. The reason why the way the women are acting and the men are acting is simply because of love. Literally. Just because of love. You got females showing their bodies online just because they need love. They searching for the type of love that their daddy was supposed to give them, or the type of love that they wanted from their boyfriend, or the type of love that they wanted from somebody else. All of us, we can really change things if all of us had certain things instilled in us when we were growing up, which gives certain people like myself the confidence and the reliance on God. Like my mother always prayed. Like even when we were struggling bad, y'all, I knew I was going to come up. When I was being evicted from my house, I knew I was going to come up. Because hard times never last forever. But you guys are seeing people commit suicide because their parents never told them exactly what I just said. Hard times never last forever. Pray to your God. He's going to turn it into a blessing. So I challenge all of you Black people now to really stop having these conversations about relationships and what God not is and what God is, and really start incorporating God into your lives and really start doing what you really truly want to do. Who want to be a bum? Let's be honest. Nobody really want to be a bum, but you might be afraid to say you're going to school. You might be afraid or don't know where to start. If you don't know where to start, message me. If you say, Folasade, I want to go to school for such and such, it's going to take me 1 minute. I can probably find everything that you need about it. Message me. If you serious, I will help you guys. So I challenge you guys to pray. Stay out of those useless conversations. Okay? Start budgeting and saving your money. And I need all my women to start learning how to make everything from scratch and learn how to farm and grow fruits and food and all of those things, because hard times are coming. If you're not strapped legally, get strapped legally. Hard times are coming. So guys, I love you guys so much. Be your absolute best, guys. Don't settle for nothing that somebody told you that who you are. So like, for example, somebody was like, oh, your daughter act like, just to give you some example to close out. Somebody would say what you are. They tell you what you are. Oh, you're not going to be nothing, right? Somebody used to say, oh, your daughter act like my sister. No, she don't. So guess what? I pray on that. God, make sure Bren is not this. Make Bren exactly the woman that you want her to be. give me the skill sets and the direction for me to train her up as you want her to be. Because you're not going to tell me my kid is going to be like such and such. And that's not the vision God put for me. And a lot of you guys know God put a vision for you. He put a vision for you to live in the suburbs. He put a vision for you to be that husband. He put a vision for you to be that wife. He put a vision for you to start that business. He put a vision for you to go back to school. He put a vision for you to do something that is impactful, but you might be afraid. This is today's message. It's no longer time to be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can literally go outside and get killed today. And you're going to be afraid of taking a class? No need. If you feel, I failed before y'all all the time. I just failed my United States Tax Court practitioner exam to try to be a tax attorney. I failed that. I'm not ashamed to tell y'all. And I'm going to study again and pay the thousands of dollars for the class again. Okay? I failed college classes. I failed in business. I failed in so many situations, guys, that I'm not ashamed of because it was a lesson behind it all. And so if you are afraid that you're going to fail, you're not. You will have a learning experience, but you won't fail. So this is that year, guys. Everything you dream of, even through all of this chaos that's happening. I know you're like, Folasade, didn't you just say the world coming to an end and all this stuff? I did say all of that, right? But I also told you that you have a purpose too, that God put in your heart before all of this happened, that you need to be starting to fulfill now. If that purpose is to go back to school for something, do it. It's find free programs. You probably gonna say, Folasade, I can't afford it. They got grants, they got free programs, financial aid. You don't have to even get a student loan. There's programs out here. A lot of people are strategically becoming DC residents. Other cultures are becoming DC residents specifically just to go to school for free, or to pay $50 per credit, just to give you an example. So if you really want to do it, do what I said. Pray to your God first. Pray to God, not your God. Because some of y'all gods might be Nicki Minaj or some type of shrine or whatever. Nah, pray to pull your Bible out, okay? Pray to your God and talk to him about what you're thinking about doing. God, I want to do this. I want to do the HVAC program. I want to do this program. I want to do that. And see where he take you guys. And I promise you guys, get a little confidence. Even if you feel like, I'm not confident today. Think about me. I'm confident every day. Every day. Every day. Ask my kids every day. Think about me if you're not confident today. And then move on. But make sure you guys pray, y'all. Okay? I love you guys so much. Black people, it's your time. I'm tired of you guys being a laughing stock, because y'all really are. No country, no race respects Black Americans. But you guys have actually been the ones that made the most change in the world. But all of that change is being erased through Black history. And they're trying to turn it around. But it's been, 50 years since we've had anybody do anything impactful that's actually Black American. And so I challenge you guys, put your foot down and put your brain where you're capable. And everything will work its way on out, guys. Okay? I love you guys. I have to go put my babies down. It's late. They supposed to be in bed at 8:30. I'm already running a little bit late. But you know, them kids be pressed like, oh, more time for the TV, more time for the iPads and stuff. You know, they be pressed. So guys, I love you guys so much. I know this topic was random. My team is going to be like, Folasade, Miss Fola, what am I supposed to take from this content? I don't know. Whatever you guys take from it, I was rambling, but it's come from my heart, guys. And I'm afraid for you guys. I'm very afraid for Black Americans. Because every other race, except for white people and Black people, are the ones that's going to be here. stuck in America, right? Black Americans and white Americans. Asian Americans can go to Asia. You see what I mean? Okay. Black people, white people are preparing. They're getting guns. They're learning how to raise their own stock and making their own farms. Black people are still talking about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. And so we have a long way to go, guys, to prepare for what's in store. And we just have so much to prepare for. So just first, let's pray. Then ask God for direction and start moving, guys. I love you guys so much. I wish absolute success, happiness. Get out your feelings. Stop making emotional decisions, y'all. Because y'all be so emotional. You messing up your families. You messing up your relationships. Y'all destroy. Look, I need to come and maybe like teach y'all some stuff because I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. Y'all should see. And then it's like being both sides, African and American, is very emotional because Black people are talked down so bad. Y'all don't even realize this. And y'all will say, oh, I don't care. They steal our photos and I do all. Y'all should care. And so it's like, dang, man, Black people excellent in my mind, right? Because I'm Black. Then I had to understand that I'm really not just Black. I'm African and I'm Black American. It's like I'm stuck in a rock and a hard shit. But I want you guys to notice that you guys can be anything. Just do it. It don't matter where you come from. I was born here. I never even went to Nigeria outside of last year. So you can't even say, oh, you're Nigerian, that's why you're successful. No, I just worked. Just worked and prayed. Worked and prayed. Gave up. Worked, never gave up, but worked and prayed. Cried. I love you guys. Have a good night, y'all. Y'all know I can keep rambling. And then you know I'm so transparent. I don't even care. Guys, I love you guys so much. I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in to The Money Zone, your source for all of your personal and business financial tips and all of the tax strategy that you need to pay little to no taxes. Make sure you tune in to next week's episode because we always have the best guests and give you guys the best strategy to implement during your financial journey.